Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning into part 2. In this video, I talked to Dee, who is going through her second pregnancy, and she just gives some amazing insight into what floating can do for pregnancy. She also just answered a couple of my questions. So last video, I said I was super itchy after I got out of the float tank, and it's more because I'm pregnant, because it's not like regular table salt, it's magnesium, it's Epsom salts. And if you are into fitness or if you've done Epsom salt baths before, magnesium is best absorbed through the skin. It is fantastic for recovery. It's fantastic for sleep. So if you get a chance to float in a sensory deprivation tank, you're probably gonna take a nice nap. And that's why it's also great for injuries as well. All right, so hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. So now I'm here with Dee, who is married to Kieran. This is her second pregnancy. We're actually similar due dates.
Yep.
She floated during her first pregnancy, and we're gonna float together today in their cool double pod.
4-piece in a pod. Yeah.
So I am super interested in floating and the benefits of it for pregnancy. Can you tell me about your experience and what it's like?
Sure. So I first floated about a year before we opened, and literally a month after we opened, I found out I was pregnant. And so then, so then I started looking into like, okay, how can I float while I'm pregnant? Like, how will this help me? And the most obvious thing was floating in a pod. Like, it's just like how baby must be feeling inside my womb, which was really cool as a way of connecting. Like, I felt so connected to the pregnancy and like what was going on internally, because I think it's such an unknown, right? When you're a first time mom, you're just like, what's going on in there? Like all these physical changes, and like, did I really feel the baby? Did I not feel the baby? And when you're in the pod and you can be with the lights off, you can just feel quiet, and you can really have that experience of connection, and it's so out of this world. And with this pregnancy, I have had had a little injury in my back from picking up my 3-year-old, and I just found that I am getting good sleep when I float, and I'm getting relief from the pain. So that is definitely one of the best things, is as you get heavier and you start feeling the little niggles in your body and you can float, you can just like relax, and the effects last beyond being in the pod.
In terms of postpartum, you were sharing a little earlier about floating postpartum and like a space it was for you. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. So about a year after I had my daughter, I used to do like the Vipassana meditation, which is 10 days. You kind of go into a quiet place and you're just like on your own. And with a kid at home and like a business, you can't really just be like, see you later, guys, as much as you want to. So what I did was I took on floating every day for 10 days straight. I would just carve out my morning to do my meditation at home and to come in and do my hour of floating, and that was like time for myself. And I think as you go through postpartum and the discovery and the journey of becoming mother, and then figuring out like, who am I now beyond just mommy, right, to this other human being, it was a great space for me to reflect and journal after the float of what I experienced in there. So every day that I went in, I would have an intention of what I wanted to do. Sometimes I just needed to sleep. Yeah. And other times, I might go in and ask like, who do I want to be? Like, who am I beyond mommy?
Yeah. What amazing self-care.
Yeah.
So cool. So I'm super excited to do this pregnant and then also postpartum. So I'll let you know how it goes. Bye.
Bye.